I'm still very bullish on MANEKI, and 50 cents, that's my price target for this bull run, even though that's not financial advice. And some people may think, okay, this is a little bit hard to believe because take a look at the price action when it comes to MANEKI. I get it. It's not the best, but when I take a look at it, theoretically, the lower something is, the better the buying opportunity for me. At least that's the way I view it. And sometimes people, they're under this misconception that, oh yeah, when things are down, it's never going to have a chance to go up. And I'm not necessarily guaranteeing that every project that's down will go up. However, you've seen time and time again, even terrible projects, much like Luna Classic, find a bottom and still be able to make a pretty decent recovery. Now, in the grand scheme of things, still very bad, but I'm saying in just more so of the point in which it was down. So the way I view it is that when it comes to MANEKI, it really, I think hypothetically has the potential to make a massive resurgence, even though I'm not saying it's like a Luna Classic. I'm just taking a look at this from a logical standpoint of view, because take a look at Solana. It's a very amazing layer on blockchain. It's fast. It's very scalable, very low gas fees. And MANEKI, it's a meme coin on Solana. It's not the only Solana-based meme coin, but I think it's very unique for what it is. Market cap, keep in mind, is below $20 million at the time of this recording. That's kind of insane to see, by the way, because MANEKI, I think, is very unique. I think, quite frankly, it's more interesting than something like a Book of Meme or Dog with Hat. And take a look at how well they did, historically speaking. MANEKI is a Japanese beckoning cat, when it comes to the name, or should I say otherwise known as. However, besides that, this is viewed as a symbol of good luck. Even that right there, I think, is more unique than something like, again, Dog with Hat or Book of Meme. I think this right here is very special. And sometimes when I go in stores, I see a MANEKI, it's like a figurine or sort of like a statue or miniature statue, right? Sometimes it's motorized where it can go back and forth like that. However, sometimes it's also stationary. And again, it's a symbol of good luck. And every time I see that, I'm like, wow, that's a MANEKI right there. And again, I believe in this project. Sometimes seeing that in real life, it just makes me think like, wow, that's actually very fantastic. However, even besides that, also you take a look at the supply. It has a lot of the number 8s, which is in some cultures viewed as a good luck number. So I think this is very amazing. I think it's kind of crazy to see actually something this amazing, yet this low, but I'm not going to complain because I'm going to try to hypothetically take advantage of this as much as I possibly can. In terms of dollar cost averaging, I'm not saying I'm going to just randomly go all in or anything like that. However, what I'm going to be doing is sticking with my strategy and just continuing that, because anytime I do earn income, I'm acquiring, I'm holding, and I'm just waiting. Really, that's it. MANEKI, I get it. It hasn't performed as well, historically speaking, as like a Pepe or something like that. But in my opinion, I think this could be something special. And I think as this bull run progresses, MANEKI could be something amazing, hypothetically. Because it's so low, I think sometimes whales, or should I say these crypto whales, sometimes they gravitate towards this. You know what I mean? Because it's so low, it actually may be a blessing in disguise where many people, they view this as hypothetically becoming the next big thing or having the potential to, and then they believe in it, right? Because we've seen this time and time again. Take a look at Luna Classic. It dropped so low to the point where a lot of people are like, it's too low not to believe in it. And then again, it found a bottom. I think the very well same thing in a sense could very well happen to MANEKI, in a sense where, again, people take a look at this. They're like, why is it so low? It's a Solana-based meme coin. Some people may think, hey, hypothetically, why don't we believe in this? Now, I'm not telling anyone to buy MANEKI. I'm not saying that, right? What I'm saying is what I personally think about this. And the way to take a look at it is that it's a no-brainer for me. I think that this could hypothetically be legendary. I'm not saying I'll be 100% correct, by the way, but it has the hypothetical potential to. And I'm willing to take this chance because instead of having this cash sitting in my bank account, where granted, it may not drop like 20, 30% or whatever in like a day. It's like, for instance, if I had my cash sitting in a savings account, it's not like tomorrow it's going to drop like 40% randomly. That may not be the case. However, when it comes to MANEKI, I'm willing to take that chance because hypothetically, if things do go back up again, there's always a chance that may happen and then I'll be in the green. And then not to mention, if things are low, I'm going to be lowering down my average cost, continuing to accumulate more. So then my average cost just becomes lower and lower. And keep in mind as well, MANEKI is so low to the point that reaching the price of 50 cents is currently over a 230x from here. I mean, just imagine that, over a 200x. That's kind of insane. Now, I'm not guaranteeing it will happen, but is it really that crazy for MANEKI to reach this? Keep in mind, if it were to go to the price of 50 cents, considering current circulating supply, market cap would be around $4.5 billion. I mean, this is kind of like peanuts. Dogecoin reached over 80 billion. Shiba Inu reached around 40 billion back in 2021. I don't think it's too crazy. Some other people out there, they want to spread fear or like, uncertainty when it comes to Maneki. And, people are going to feel how they want to feel, right? But personally for me, that's not my style to randomly panic and then just leave like that. No, when I believe in something, I want to stick it out because I just want to wait and see what Maneki does in May, June, July, all the way up till the end of this year. I just want to wait and see. I'm not, again, necessarily guaranteeing I'll be 100% correct. However, I just want to wait and see if hypothetically my prediction does become reality. And I'm willing to take that chance. So again, I'm going to be waiting. And in the meantime, instead of me just worrying about what happens to the price and checking my portfolio every 5 minutes, which is nothing, by the way, that's not really going to do anything. It's just really going to add more stress for no reason. Instead of doing that, what I'm doing is I'm just continuing to stick with my strategy, which I've been doing throughout this whole time. Just again, anytime an income, acquiring, holding, and just waiting. That's it. I'm not going to do anything fancy like, panic sell and then try to, buy when things are pumping. Like, that's not what I do, because sometimes people, they're stuck under this vicious cycle where they keep panic buying when things are pumping, but then panic selling when things are dumping. I don't get the longevity in that. I just don't get how that could be a viable long-term strategy. For me, I'm just acquiring. Let's say my portfolio's down. Let's say like things are down 20, 30%. Anytime I do income, still acquire. If let's say things are pumping, I still acquire. I'm just focused on doing things on a routine basis. The way you take a look at this is that it's kind of like an athlete training, right? For instance, let's say an athlete trains for, a certain sport that they play. They have a certain schedule that they do in most cases, right? Or in some cases, I should say, for a certain amount of time on a routine schedule, and they just keep doing it. Let's say sometimes they may not perform the best. They still do it consistently. And that way, when they do play those matches, or like, let's say they play in the Super Bowl, or like, they play an NBA game, then all that training that has been done culminates to that, right? It shows the result there. So the way I view it is that I'm going to still be accumulating when it comes to Maneki, and I'll see what happens later on in May, June, July. We'll see though. This is just what I'm doing. And I get it. Things are kind of having some FUD in the market as of right now in the short term, but I view this as being very temporary. I think that when you have over 600 million crypto owners, I highly doubt that this portion is going to be bad. I think there's better days ahead. And I think as Bitcoin reaches that next level of 150,000, 200,000, 250,000 maybe, and even beyond, who knows? This could be something special here. Take a look at the number of institutional investors, the amount of enterprise adoption. I highly doubt that, again, this portion is going to be bad. I don't think Maneki is going to be the number one performing meme coin of all time or anything like that. But the way you take a look at it is that I just don't see why you won't do, hypothetically, at least pretty good, if that makes sense. Like, for instance, again, 50 cents, I really don't see why not. I view this as being a very amazing Solana-based meme coin. I think, quite frankly, it's more unique, again, than something like Dog with Hat or like Book a Meme. Also, even something like Pepe. So the way I view it is that this is very fantastic. I view this as like a Toshi, but for Solana. We all know Toshi is a very unique cat theme meme coin on the base network. I view this as a very unique cat theme meme coin, but on Solana, I think this can hypothetically become the next Toshi, which I made a very good call on, by the way, but I think this could very well be the second Toshi, if that makes sense. But again, only time will tell, but 50 cents during this bull run wouldn't surprise me whatsoever, and I still believe in this. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. It's Manli the Captain, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm a peace. Bye.